Warning, what you're about to see is completely insane.
You may not want to watch, but watch anyway. This is Stephen Sane. This is the establishment of S-Ray Productions, LLC.
S-Ray Productions, LLC proudly presents an insane collaboration. This is Stephen Sane. Don't see my name up in lights, darling. As soon as I saw the mural of the honeymooners, I knew the show was going to be a success. My mother's cousin was married to Art Carney. I met him several times. In 1994, I had the pleasure of working with James L. LaRoe, otherwise known as Richard M. Dixon, the proprietor of the White House Comedy Club in Massapequa. But today is about April 1st, 2023, Governor's Levittown Giggle Room. Thank you, Governors, for the opportunities. We're 7 minutes from showtime at 7:23 to 7:24 p.m., April 1st, 2023, outside of Governor's in Levittown's Giggle Room. Got the moon behind me. I did it, Dad. I did it, Dad. I did it, Dad.
He's played at Dangerfield. He's played at Broadway Comedy Club. He's played all over New York City and Long Island. Give it up for Bruce Lipsky. And keep the last going for Steve Sane.
And then Arnie's up there.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. We're going to start off. My name is Arnie Price. I'm the host for the night. But we have our producer coming up first. We want to get him up on the stage. Everyone, a big welcome for Stephen Stein.
It's Stephen Sane, but we'll get to how I got that cocked name in a minute. I'm very confused right now, but that's normal. So you want to know why I did this show? My dad was a comedian in the Catskill Mountains. He went by the stage name Lee Sane, never realizing I became Stephen Sane. So over the past few months, I keep ending back at Brokerage Comedy Club. And my dad, I remember him dragging me there when I was like 12 in like the late 70s to see some guy named Jerry. Because his father belonged to our synagogue. And we went in the bar and I heard Jerry. I wasn't impressed. And, I don't know what the point was. But anyway. I'm just glad you're all here. So where was I? Oh right, Governor's in the Giggle Room. So I'm sorry, I was at another club last night. It was really cool, and I can't remember where it is, but everyone was dressed in dresses. Anyone know where LIJH is? Apparently I got hit by a car 3 days ago. I don't know how the guy didn't see a light blue Mustang in the middle of the road not moving. But here I am. I kind of spun me around. Whew. The car is pretty much shot, you know. Back wheel kind of twerks as it drives. I've really been doing comedy since I'm 3. Because back then he would lead these discussions in the Catskill Mountains. And I knew just when to go to him and pull on his pants and be like, Dad, I need quarters for the pinball machine. He couldn't resist. There's 100 people talking about like Nixon, you know? So I am one of the last cats of the Catskills. Here's the cat making it rain. And Arnie will be your host. Enjoy the show. I'm glad to be here. I thank James who runs these places and keeps going. Thank you very much. I think we lost. Oh, here he is. He's lost so much weight.
Okay, I want to do now. I'm going to welcome everyone to the Giggle Room. All the guys and girls. Hey, it's April Fool's Day.
Gee, Fitz, come on.
Ah, come on, I ain't here. I know it's your birthday. No birthday. No birthdays, huh? Ah, come on. There gotta be someone out there. Gotta tell you something. My birthday. I'm the day before Halloween. My wife, Halloween. She's a freaking witch. She knows everything. She can even spell words backwards faster than I can go forward. Don't tell me much because my sibling up our next, which is Allison Chadwick. This woman came via Washington, D.C. She's been all over the East Coast. She's been in the city, at the comic strip, at the Comedy Cellar, every place in Long Island. Let's hear a big welcome for Chadwick.
How we doing? Got this little crazy scare thing going on here. It's like for the Munchkins. Mr. Oz Munchkins. How are y'all doing? It's Saturday. We're out. The pandemic is over. Yay! A baseball season is here. Are we excited about that? We're excited about baseball. We're baseball fans? I'm not a baseball fan. I'm a Met fan. Right? I'm a Met fan not because I'm from New York, but because I hate myself. And I'm so superstitious. Yeah, I think my first words were, maybe next year. Raising me a Met fan had to be child abuse, but staying a Met fan, mental disorder. So, it's funny because I'm a New Yorker. We're all New Yorkers, mostly. Woohoo, New Yorkers! When people think of New Yorkers, they think we've got lots of energy and passion and drive, right? I have none of those things. I know I'm a New Yorker because I'm always irritated. And weird things irritate me, like I irritate me, like these people talking irritate me right now. It's a comedy show, some people pay to come, so shut the fuck up. But I go into the city, and New York City's the greatest city in the world, right? Because of the people. They have all the energy, passion, and drive. So why is it that my only thought in the city is always, fucking people! Get out of the way! Or I went to the new, they renovated Penn Station. It's beautiful. I'm like, I must be in the wrong place. This can't be Penn Station. I don't smell any urine. And then I went down the subway platform. I'm like, there it is. All right. Didn't get lost. I'm in the right place. Now, I had a very exciting day at my house. Anyone else have an exciting day? You order something and it comes. You're so excited. What was it, Allison? A TV? A car? No, I ordered a mop. And I was like, whoa! Next time you see me, I might be Mrs. Mop. That's how much I love it. And I told a friend of mine about it. She goes, oh my God, you got the spin mop. And 5 of my friends are all like, it's life-changing. It's a mop. Come on. I didn't buy a mop. I joined a cult. Now, I own how I can hate, like wind. I'm laying there, I'm like, fuck. It's like the Wizard of Oz out there. And as scary as those monkeys were, they got nothing on a new roof. Come on, that is, fuck. Or I live on this very dark road in Stony Brook, and I have lights on my house because I'm afraid someone's going to miss the turn and drive into the house. You all think that's funny, but Billy Joel still lives on Long Island. I don't know where he is all the time. Put a low jack on that one. And he started a trend. You got him and Anne Hayes. She drove into a house. Pete Davidson. Who else? I don't know. Next week it'll be Tom Hanks driving into a house. I don't know what's going on. And before I owned a house, I dreamt of travel and romance and adventure. Now if Brookhaven put in a sewer system, I would immediately orgasm. For the rest of my life. So there you have it, the American dream. Hating birds, marrying mops, and sexual fantasies about sewers. Well, thank you, everybody. Please give tip everybody well, and thank you for coming out. Give yourselves a hand. Enjoy the night, and let's go Mets!
It's a very good-looking crowd out here today. It's all young people, which I like. It's sort of young. I did that a couple of weeks ago. I did an old folks home that just opened up, 55 and older. So I went in. It's the first time I ever did one of these. But these 55 and older, not 55, they're 90. I said, the police pulled me in the other day. They asked me, where were you between 4 and 5? I said, kindergarten.
Wait till you see this next guy. This guy is not only a great comedian for 10 years or better, but he's a musician. I can't get the word out. A musician. There you go. He had even cut records. He's been all over. He played at the Apollo Theater.
He's been at every place from Long Island. Let's hear it again. A big applause from Key Fitz.
Another big round of applause for Arnie and Allison, who worked their ass off up here for you. Guys, listen, let me tell you something. Before I start my set, I just want to admit something to you guys. My wife and I, we went out to dinner before we got here, and everybody in the restaurant was calling me a hero. I prevented her from choking. I don't know why. All I did was remove my hands from her throat. Yeah. So anyway, listen, guys, I have to admit, I haven't been on a stage in a long time, so I'm kind of a little nervous. And you know what they say when you're nervous, right? Imagine the whole audience in their underwear. Yeah, I want to thank this whole group over here coming commando tonight. And Arnie, nice thong. Yeah, so anyway, are you guys happy it's 2023? Fuck it, I'm not. No, this year, just this past week, I turned 54 years old.
Happy birthday, brother!
Thank you. Don't clap for that shit. I just barely made it.
Come on, clap!
Anyway, so every year around my birthday, my parents bust my balls. Key, when are you gonna come? I keep telling them never, because when I got old enough, this becomes the ultimate comb-over. By the way, I'm announcing my running for president next year. Yeah. Anyway, so I have things starting to go wrong with my bodies now that I'm in my 50s, not like when I was in my 20s. Things like I have joints that are starting to predict the weather, which is kind of weird for weed, don't you think? I know who my weed smokers are out here now, thank you. Yeah, anyway. I get Charlie horses at some of the most inopportune times, right? Negligee, I'm getting a stiffy in my calf. I'm around out my calf, she says, "Key, get over yourself, you're Irish. You're not that big." I have diabetes now. My doctor says I absolutely have to stay away from candy, which is weird because they've been telling me the same thing at a strip club for years. Fellas, one bit of advice. The strip club is our dollar store. Now I tell my wife I'm going to the dollar store. Explains why I got home covered in glitter. I was in the arts and crafts section. I remember when a GPS was the woman sitting next to you in the car. Stop and ask for directions, will ya? Ask him! Ask him! Ask him! Recalculating. Yeah. I remember when standing in the bushes outside somebody's bedroom window was called hopelessly romantic. And you held up that boombox over your head, playing the cheesy 80s music. Do you want my body? And you think I'm sexy? Come on, baby, let me know. Yeah. I remember when my wife and I used to spoon. Now we ladle. Yeah. I remember when rainbows used to represent the Irish, right? Now they're just gay. I remember when my daughter ignored me, acted like I was not there. That's the day I identified as a transparent. I remember when the Golden Girls was a show, not a shower. I like you guys. We're gonna go darker tonight. Yes. I remember when a selfie stick was a dildo. I also remember when 23andMe used to be 16andMe, and my DNA got me 15 to 20. I remember when the original streaming service was R. Kelly. I remember when kids with ADD were simply cured by saying, "Shut up!" I remember when every morning I would wake up and get morning wood. I'm so glad I got out of that prison. And I remember when I used to be able to move into a new neighborhood and not have to sign on to one of those online predator lists. The hell did I know? I thought Little League was synonymous with nudist colony. So, I mentioned my wife. I am married. Thank you for not clapping. My wife, she's a great woman. When she sleeps at night, though, she rolls herself in the covers, kind of like some sort of cocoon. So in the morning, I'm expecting this beautiful butterfly, right? Instead, I get more from I'm expecting good morning, dear. Instead, I got stop poking me with that thing. For Christmas, I got her one of those shirts, the Ouija board shirts. Yeah. One day I grabbed her boob, I summoned a demon. Don't touch me! She was mad because I grabbed her in a family restaurant. Hell, I was trying to make a family. I mean, the place was called Friendly's. And my wife, she's Italian, but when people ask her what nationality she is, she has to break it down to the sub parts, right? So, like, she has to tell everybody she's Sicilian and Napolitan. Let's order a freaking pizza! So now I introduce her around. Hi, this is my wife. She's half Sicilian, half regular. So my wife and I, we were dying to spice up our sex life in the bedroom. She's tired of the current routine. I climb on top of her while she's still snoring. So she wanted to bring something new into the relationship. We figured we'd start with toys. Things were going great until I found her in a threesome with my G.I. Joe and Transformer. Yeah, but so then we thought we would try food. Now, I thought this was the ultimate threesome, being a chubby fella. So next time we got hot and heavy, I brought in a meatloaf. She looks me dead in the eye. She says, "Keith, what are you doing? Stop having sex with that meatloaf. You're making it more into a sloppy Joe." All right, some of these jokes are just for me, people. I like you guys. You let me know just joke sucks. Thank you. I looked like Danny Partridge after he ate the other children. I was in the death metal band for diabetics. We were called Death by Chocolate. With our hit song Pour Some Splenda on Me. And I want to do a couple songs for you guys. You guys want to hear? 4 people, the rest of you just want me to get the fuck off stage. Alright, I got it. Thank you. Yes, honestly, my birthday was actually last weekend. Alright, so the first song I like to play for you is a little song I like to call the premature ejaculation song. Goes something like this. Oh, thank you. You know, if I knew tonight was like this, I would have stayed home and watched porn. Alright, guys, ladies, I want to tell you something. If you ever go out on a date with a man, I don't care whether it's Father Jim, I don't care who it is, every guy is on in their head. Come on, baby, show me your tits. Come on, baby, show me your tits.
Yeah.
Don't be shy now. Let me go like this. Every time I sing that, I get a chubby checker. Yeah, so anyway, my wife and I, we've been married for many, many years. And on our 10th year anniversary, she asked me to write her a love song. So I did. I'm going to play that for you guys right now. I just need the light guy to dim the lighting for the perfect mood lighting. That's perfect. Thank you. All right, song goes something like this. I'm at home completely wasted out of working down. Then my wife, she won't stop nagging, she won't shut her mouth. It's all blah 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 blah. If she don't shut her trap, it's like an old sock in her mouth. Go, she's breaking my balls, 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 breaking my balls. A lot of married people out here, I see. There's my wife, she won't stop crying, she won't shut her trap. Just cause I came from the store and somehow caught the clap. I don't know what she's saying, I don't have a clue. If I did, I would be singing banging prostitutes. Go, she's breaking my balls, breaking my balls, breaking my balls, breaking my balls. All right, thank you. Was that the light, Bruce? All right, I'm gonna end it with this one. It's real quick. I have a new song that I'm writing, and It's not quite done yet, but I want to see what you guys think of it, okay? I'm sorry, I know it's unusual to do it in this kind of setting, but I figured I'd try it out on you guys. I'm just gonna play you the part that I know. It's a little song called The Crazy Cat Lady Song, goes something like this. Show me your pussy, cat lady. That's all I got. What do you guys think? Thank you, everybody. I am Keith Fitz. I'm heading to the dollar store. Arnie, come back up here. Take over. Come on, run, old man. Come on, come on.
So happy birthday!
I gotta tell you something. Give me 1 second. After hearing that, I did so much acid in Woodstock, I passed out during Jefferson Airplane. By the time I came to, they were Jefferson Starship. Okay, you guys having fun tonight so far?
Yeah, you're tripping out.
This guy was, he just, the next contestant on The Price is Right. This woman has done everything. She's been all over the East Coast. She does this regularly. She does alibis. She's been every place. Let's get her up here. Get you up there.
Hello, everyone. Thank you,
What do
Arnie.
you think?
Jesus fucking Christ. My make-a-wish is true. Hello. And fucking no one was excited to see me limp up here. Oh, man. Well, can't do much worse than the rest of them. Hey, watch me bomb on one leg, everybody. Ooh, so, yeah, in case you guys are wondering, I have entered the crypts, and this is my walk. No. I got polio from the polio vaccine. Yeah, that was a fun YouTube flag all over my career on YouTube. But, yeah, it cured my autism, so that's cool. I think. I don't know if I'm winning. But I got the COVID vax, and now I'm suddenly good at math, and I'm suspicious. You know? It's rough. People are always like shocked when I tell them I got it from the vaccine. They're like, what? It's like the most reasonable place I would think I could get it nowadays, right? Like, where else would I get that? On safari in Africa. Thank you for being so smiley, by the way. You're the only one I could see. And I appreciate it. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I saw those two little Fisher-Price babies first stairs, and I was concerned of the insurance here. I was like, I'm not getting up those babies. But we made it, we're here. What a polio perk this comedy career is, huh? Yeah. But it's true, there are polio perks. I have a little air of mystery when I walk into a room. They're like, what's she? Where's the rest of the school that she's with? I act up just a little bit, suddenly it's, where's her keeper? The doctor said I could come out. Wonderful. Okay. They're my people, not yours. People when you're disabled, they really let you get away with shit. Like they really lump us all into one, lump us all into one even. Ah, that was a convenient slip of the tongue. Not used to slipping in the tongue, mostly. Well, anyway. But yeah, you guys sleep on us, you know. Everyone's really so concerned with the LGBT, what's it called? Fuck, I forgot my joke. His smile is so enchanting, I'm sorry. I can't help it, he's flirting with me. Sorry. You're good, he doesn't have a cripple fetish, you're fine. You're a beautiful two-legged woman. God had the option to take these vocal cords, and he was like, you know what, let her talk. Let's leave her. Yeah! No one will take her seriously, she's a woman. Let her go up there. Yeah. No, thank God for this character building trait. I'm actually funny. It's fucking wild. My stories aren't too detailed. They wrap up quick, you know. I can tell when the people who don't want me to go make a sandwich. Can you guys tell I forgot my bit and panicking? No, you guys are all lucky I'm alive. The doctors didn't think I would be here. Anyway. So yeah, I'm proving everybody wrong by becoming an advocate for my people.
So I am a drug addict. I'm proving to everybody that disabled people can fuck up too. Yup. You know how hard it is to try to find somebody to sell me heroin? I know. They all think I'm a cop. What kind of police test do you think I'm passing, guys? No, but as an advocate, we're going to circle back to that agenda, which is the word I forgot earlier, the disabled agenda. You guys are sleeping on us. You know, I'll let you guys in, make sure you won't be April's fool for this. We want you all on our side. We want you all crippled. I want you all to get hit by a bus. What we want is to be the majority, okay? And then maybe ramps will suddenly appear. A railing, perhaps even. That would be lovely. Oh, look, a stool I can't get on. Anyway. Yo, they said I'd be up here 11 minutes, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I could stand that long. I know, it's really rough. Serious, I am. Not. I'm on a stage, guys. It's a comedy show. I'm God's joke. No, oh, fucking stop. It's me. It's my body. I can joke if I want. Yeah, but yeah, so I am blessed also to have full mental faculties, guys. Yes. Cognizant of me bombing right now on this stage. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? So fun. Thank you. That's right. Let the able man speak for me. Fuck you guys. They won't listen to me. They'll listen to you. Oh, we don't want to turn this into a rally, sir. Listen. Get them all uptight. Able rights are real rights. No. I know. Fuck us. I know. Listen, it's hard to get a man to talk to me, you know? So here we are. If you know what it's like to be disabled on Long Island, I grew up in Massapequa, first of all. Those girls are mean. Those girls are mean. You know why? Because I can do everything they can do except on one leg and better. Including all their boyfriends. Go girl. Yeah, man. Hide your husband. I'm like a very specific category on Pornhub, so not to brag or anything. Pretty unique. Pretty. This is the longest 11 minutes of my life. Oh, it's a cruel God. Shut up. The amp is fucking heckling me. I'm gonna lean. There you go. Oh, now I can see everybody. This is terrifying. I know. It's a cruel God who makes me good at stand up, but not at standing up. I want the Catholics. I want to have a word with you guys. It's out there curing blind people so they can, like, see me and be like, oh, thank God. I was only blind. But there are some polio perks that I don't talk about. I'll let you in on the secret. I can get away with fucking everything. Do you know how many water bottles I bought on a plane by just shoving shit in my little arm sleeve? They're not checking arms, imagine. Imagine if somebody at a store was like, let me check your leg brace. Such the best lawsuit I could ever hope to have. I'm panicking again, guys. I don't know my set. It's just because I'm stoned. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about my crippling drug addiction. Yes, so I won't stop it. Sound like my sponsor. You know why I won't stop it, man? Because I can't do the goddamn steps. Okay? 12-step programs don't work for me. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't hang myself, so it's cool. I'm talking about how I can't, so if that's any solace to you. Yeah, so. I wish I didn't tell you guys I wasn't retarded, because that would be a great way to fix all this. You know, for her level, she's doing very well. I might as well tell you guys a story since I think I have time. I don't know where I'm at on time, but I'll tell you guys about how my mom entered me in the 200-meter dash in the games for the physically challenged, because she's a mean lady. I don't have much time for the story, but I'll tell you quick that it was me, My dad, who's a police officer, fully able-bodied, I thought I was in already. I was like, okay, the kid next to me is black, one grandma. My dad's a cop. We're gonna win. One way or another. It's funny. Okay, don't worry, guys. He beat me. So we're getting ready to go. I'm confident. Again, I'm in 5th grade. I'm young. I don't know my mom is mean yet, and I thought I could do this. Because, moms are trustworthy. Look at him go, eat my dust. And this fucking kid took off like a bat out of Africa. I tell you, one leg, no legs, 2 legs. Race matters in a race. My name is Dana McAllister, everybody. I need help getting off the stage.
I'm giving you $100 because you got the best laugh going. But
Are you okay?
I'm giving you $100 because you got the best laugh going. Our next comedian up is going to be somebody very special. This guy has been in Jamaica at a place called Secrets. He's been invited to AGT to do America's Got Talent, all over Long Island, all the governor's clubs. Funny as hell. One of the best performers in the bedroom, too. Let's all hear it for Arnie Price. It's me! I'm listening around and there's rumors going around that I married a Playboy model and they think it's bullshit. It's not. It's true. I did. I married a Playboy model. I was young and cute at one time. I'm married 43 years. Ask my sister. She can tell you I was young and cute, right, sis? But she still thinks I'm cute, my wife. She goes walking past me the other day and says, "What an ass." But when we first met, she was a Playboy model and she didn't really talk much, but I didn't really care. Playboy model, right? Look what I got. But things start to progress pretty quickly and she decides she wants to move in. So she moves in and now she wants to get married. I can't afford to get married. I'm a freaking comedian. I got no money. What I do, I'm like a schmuck. I wind up selling my car. My 1974 Camaro. What an ass. I bought her this beautiful ring. And what did I get out of it? A freaking Swatch watch. I had to pay for it too. But as soon as I put that ring on her finger, the mouth went, mouth started going. That was it. That was the end of it. So now we get ready. We're going to the wedding. So when the preacher said to us, "You will obey," I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I asked my wife. She says, "Oh, that's real simple. When I'm right, I'm right. When you're right, you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. When I'm right, you're wrong." Oh, slow down, Spanky. What are you saying? You're saying when I'm right, I'm wrong. When you're wrong, you're right. You're right. I don't get what the fuck you said. I'm glad I married you. I always remember Playboy model. So my buddies asked me, "What is it really like to be married?" I said, "Guys, it's like being in AA. It's one day at a time, man. One day at a time. This week, everything seemed to go okay. Next week, we'll see." My name is Arnie Price. I'm a married man. I haven't made my own decision in 43 years. I almost slipped the other day and had an opinion. Luckily, she wasn't in the room. Always in trouble. But there's not a guy out here tonight that decided, you know what? I want to get married. I want some woman to run my life for the next 40 years. But don't overlie to a woman. Women have intuition. They know shit. They know, they have their own language. They know everything that's going on. Guys are morons. We know we're stupid. So, have I ever lied to my wife? No, I don't think I've ever lied to my wife. Am I pussy whipped? Absolutely. See, women are also very territorial. when they find a guy, they want to keep him because there's slim pickings out there. I mean, look around, look at the guys out here. So when they do find one and they want to keep him, they feed him, they brainwash him, they take him off the market. This way, you've never seen a skinny married guy. Every guy has a big belly that's married because of the wives. But what that's done now, it's changed. It's made lesbianism 75%. It's gone up. Vibrator sales have gone up to 90%. I'm glad I got married. I really am. But you know something? My wife also likes to dress me. I haven't picked out my clothes for the last 40 years. I mean, even look at this shirt. She thought I was going bowling tonight. So she gets me. I picked this shit out. She said, and the shoes, I'm changing my... No, those shoes don't look good. Wear these shoes. Who the fuck is going to look at my shoes?
What are you on now?
Now you know, see the shoes? They're going to stick out. But she says, okay, let's go shopping. I say, okay, let's go. She said, whoa. Did you pee yet? I don't gotta pee. Watch the bathroom. Son of a bitch, how did she know I had to pee? This freaking girl knows more than Google. So we get to the store and she picks out clothes for me, and I go in the fitting room to try them on. I come out and she says, give me a twirl. She give you a twirl, what am I, 8? Then she proceeds to say, it doesn't look that good in the crotch. What the fuck? Do you see something wrong with my crotch? How about you? Take a close look. Look at my crotch. She calls over these two strange women and says, could you look at my husband's crotch and tell me what you think? This is fucking marriage, man. Marriage. They're always the boss. But now she decides, we're going to go on vacation. I'm okay with that. And she says, we're going to go down to the Caribbean. Cool. I like sitting by the water. I like watching the girls walk by. My only problem is when you see these older women, topless, dragging their tits across the sand. Oh my God, is that hard to watch? She turns around to me and says, that's hard. What do you think these people think about you walking around in that thong? Check it out, baby. I wear it well. Next stop, Disney. FYI, guys, they opened up an adult store. So we go in, and I see Disney character condoms. Ooh, I need some of those. And I see Pinocchio. You know, the nose that grows? That's the one I need. She turns around and says, now you know, you need Jiminy Cricket, the little one. I'm telling you, man, it's rough out there. It is rough. There's a marriage. So now, we get home, and I'm in the bathroom, and I see her makeup drawers open. And she has filler, foundation, paint, brushes. So what the hell are you doing, building a new house? She says, no, I'm going to build a new husband. So I go downstairs, and I see she's fussing with the vacuum. I said, what's wrong with the vacuum? She says it stopped sucking. I said, of course it did. It got married. I said, the only thing you blow now is the budget. But you know something? I still got it in me. So I figured Valentine's Day comes around, I get dressed up as Cupid, I walk in the bedroom. She's hysterical, laughing. I said, what the hell is so funny? She says, you look like fucking Humpty Dumpty in those tidy whities. I said, I'll show you my tidy whities. So I grab up my little blue pill, I get ready, and I said, okay, honey, here we go. 3 hours. I start doing the wild thing. I am doing and doing and doing. All of a sudden, she goes like this with my head. I said, what the hell are you doing? Some kind of new sex act? She says, now Jeopardy's coming on, your fat head's in the way of the TV. About my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was living with us already. She passed at 98 years old. Feisty old bitch, but great woman. And she used to help me with some of my jokes. So I walked past her room one day, and I see her, Ida, what are you doing? Watching the History Channel, looking for your old friends? True. She says, why don't you go back and watch your show, The Biggest Loser, and look for your friends? I gotta say something, since I have your attention. There is something I do want to say. There's all the violence that's going on in this world today, black, white, pink, whatever color you are, don't make a difference. People gotta be nice to each other. We really gotta stop all this violence and shit. They came out with this thing, Black Lives Matters, which is true. Whether you're black or Chinese, it doesn't make a difference. But there was a situation that happened with me.
My wife asked me to bring home Chinese food, so I did, and she's unpacking it, and she sees on one of the packages BLM, Black Lives Matters. I say, that's great, honey, these Chinese people are so nice. Yes, we all gotta be nice to people, am I right?
Yeah!
So I said, honey,
What's the punchline?
I said, honey, but I'm hungry, and that's my beef filet mignon. I hope you guys having a good time tonight. I want to call up our next comic, Stephen Insane. Stephen Insane, we'll bring him to the stage as the Rastafarian King. Is he around tonight?
From New York to California to it's just every place you could think of. Let's bring up the Rasta Rabbit, Twisted, Insane, Steve Stein. Silence.
Arnie, I think you should take your medication. It's Rasta Rabbit Twistedly Insane. He was born from a show called Sauced in the City because of a woman named Brenda Brown in Las Vegas. So I went to Las Vegas, I got this jacket, not in Las Vegas. Are we here to, for memory of Richard Costa? It's not the funeral. Okay, it must be the Abramson bris then. You ready? Where is the boy? It's not the bris? Anybody need a bris? Nope. Alright. Fine. So I am Rasta Rabbit Twistedly Insane. I don't know who this crazy man introduced. Apparently is after his bedtime. I don't need gloves with no bris. I'm sorry, your conversation more important? I'll wait. I got nowhere to be. I have no wife. It's good. I'll actually leave. I'll leave more time to meet more women. Make more children. I have 3 that I know of. I don't know how many I don't know of. I have 1 daughter from my ex-marriage and a son from after that, and these shoes come from Bangladesh. My daughter get married in Bangladesh. I had big problems. You bring me a Muslim man to marry, I say, God, I have a problem. I'm born Jewish, my mother's Puerto Rican. God says, what do you care? It's all the same God. I said, you know, he's right. And then I looked up, you know, he's very close to us. There's the chuppah and the dancing and like the king and the queen. They all think I'm Dustin Hoffman. I'm famous in Bangladesh, actually. But that's the Rasta Rabbit. Anybody here go to yeshiva? Nope. Does anybody know what a yeshiva is? It's when they send the Jews to school when they're little. So my great crazy parents think we send them to yeshiva. It'd be good. So I go to school 7:30 until 6 o'clock at night. I hate my parents. What do I learn there? Hey, you ever watch this movie Superbad? This boy, he draws pictures of this, what is that, the penis. They get the story wrong. See, 3rd grade, I start drawing pictures of the tuchus. I have a whole notebook from 3rd grade to 8th grade of tuchuses. That's all I draw. One day I get called into the rabbi's office. They go, Zeidner, that's my real last name. Why you have notebooks of tuchuses? I say, because I don't know what a vagina looks like yet. So I've been reading this crazy book. You call it the Bible? I have a problem with the whole beginning. In the beginning, that means there was something outside to begin with. Can't it just be the beginning? And what was God doing all the other time? Just sitting there going, oh, I have nothing to do. I always wonder. So, in the beginning, God made heaven and earth, so he already makes separation. How many think God is a man? Yeah, get 1 cough. How many people think maybe God's a woman? No, it's neither, and both at the same time. Because I talk to God every day, and like every other woman, she doesn't listen to me. So what happened in this Bible? All right, God say, I make the heavens and the earth, it's good, blah, blah, blah. Took God 6 days. You think God's perfect, you make it in 1 day. No, it was like a learning curve. I mean, you look at some of the animals God made. I mean, I look at our children. It takes them 20, 30, 40 years to leave the house. You know, a bird, 2 years old, get out. They don't come back either. My mother asked me at 48, no, I was 48, what are you doing in my house? I said, changing your pull-up. crazy life. Anybody take care of their parents? I hope you're sane and live through it like me. I know this is why I have 8 personalities. I've only seen one. So you want to know why I got thrown out of yeshiva? I tried to touch a vagina. My parents very upset. I go to Amityville High School for 1 year. I get called into the principal's office. I don't remember why. I was probably smoking marijuana in the school. And then we smoked cigarettes together at the office. He said, I never want to see you again. And then he'd get fired. So he'd get what he wanted. So where was I? The Bible, right. So what happened next? A bunch of children, Adam and Eve. How much time do I have up here? I don't care. It's like sex. I'm happy to be here. So there was a guy, a brother, they fight over, I guess, a woman, or maybe his first gay into marriage. I don't know, Cain and Abel. There was no rule with this. They were sort of brothers. We don't know what they were doing. You know, there was a rock involved, a pipe, there was a woman. So Cain kills Abel, Abel's unable, and Cain gets thrown out with his mother. How'd I lose an accent while I'm up here? I don't know. So what happens next? Oh, we wait 1,000 years, nothing happens. And then this guy Abraham, God's like, I'm gonna pick on this schmuck. Your father prays to idols, right? You need to leave your father's house, go to this land where there's nothing, and stop praying to the idols and pray to me. Everyone's like, all right, fine. So he goes, and then God's like, all right, what can I mess with him now? Okay, you're gonna have a lot of children, but you gotta self-circumcise yourself. Again, back to the little knife. Yeah, I know it's rough being a Jew. So Abraham goes through with this. And his wife Sarah laughs. She goes, I already gave you my handmaiden. You have a son with him, and that becomes the whole Muslim nation. And she's like, I'm 90. Things don't work anymore. And said, I'm God. I can make anything work. And then, she's pregnant. So then they have babies. This is the blessing for self-circumcision. Children. Nobody agrees. All right. Again, I have 3 that I know of. One's 40, one's 30, and one's 6. Back to the Bible. So then we have self-circumcision, a bunch of children. Oh, what comes next? The 10 Commandments. Does anyone know any of the 10 Commandments? Yep. Let's go with thou shalt not steal. The most important one is a comic. You know why there were only 10 Commandments? It was the trial version. After that, God charged. So we took the 10 and we went for a long walk. Where'd we go? I don't know. We were lost. We don't use GPS. So he was saying, Moshe, would you ask God where we're going? Yeah, I'm not asking him. You ask where we're going. I'm just following. Jewish man's not asking for directions. We get the 10 Commandments. Let's see, we fail badly with those. Let's see, we kill, we do all the things that aren't there. I think some of the tribes took that as a challenge. We lost 9 tribes, so there was one I'm gonna break every law there is and see what God does. Then there was the tribe of, I think there's the Epstein tribe. Every time something the Jews did, they'd go, who did this? They go, Jew people. Where'd they go? Jewish. Oh, I think God's sending me a message. No, it's just Bruce sending me a light. I can't believe we're out of time to produce this show. My cousin Stephen Sane really is. Oh wait, that's me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Oh, did I forget to mention my dad had Tourette syndrome. He would use it in his favor. We'd go to the mechanic, and he'd say, how much? He'd go, 800. He'd go, fuck. And I go, all right, 700, no tax. So with Tourette's, Arnie's giving me my fucking Tourette's. He wants to know what Arnie was done. I did my 8 minutes at the hospital yesterday. Arnie Price, please come to the stage. Arnie Price. Yeah, so I'll leave you with this. This is for mental health awareness. My mental health is not doing well. Arnie, you've lost so much weight.
You should always be good here for Spain. Here, see this? This is what drugs do to you. Do drugs. Okay, we do have a special guest here. He can't come up on stage. We're going to pass the mic to him. Karen McCubbin. really, really funny guy.
I was thinking last night about how people.
This is a joke about like a movie, George. Self-deprecating joke. I can't do that. With these hats, you know? And it's like people with disabilities, like we wrote the book on dark humor, you know, so we were living with my parents. I didn't know something like that. We were living dark comedy, you know, like a charming thing that a lot of comics do. Meanwhile, you know, like I started doing comedy like just to get pussy. That wasn't how it works. That makes me, and so that's like every guy. That's why every comic starts doing it. And they find out this is how it works. So really, I'm at home doing comedy because I feel like when I'm around me and with the comics, other people that there's no joke, there's no punchline. So, but what's that? Something I'm so sorry. No, what you say? Don't make me stand up. You're gonna feel really bad. I see a lot of good looking ladies here tonight, though. And ladies, I just want you to know, once you go crippled, come back into simple. That's right. What's your name? That's the guy. What's your name? Sarah? I'm Kieran. Nice to meet you. What's the guy behind you? What's his name? Richard. Richard's looking at me like this cripple, like trying to hit on my wife or girlfriend or whatever, or female in front of me that you might not even know that well. What a freak! Yeah, Richard, I'm a freak. Wait, you get insulted both my days. I'm sure Richard is not part of this, but Tara and everybody would know that a lot of men see women as objects they can use, which obviously I'm against that. But it's not a comparable thing, and it's mere heinousness. But what annoys me is that a lot of women see me as a broken object that they can't use. And that bothers me because ladies, it still works. And it's like a frozen corn dog. So they call me Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, leading the way. Ladies, we all know what a sugar daddy is, right? I'm more of an imitation sugar daddy. I'm a sweet and low daddy. You know, boy, but be ladies. But I'll take you out to the place of your choice. Just don't go crazy, you know, not made of food stamps. So that's it, ladies. If you're ever looking for a friend with benefits, go further. Alright. Of all the ladies that a Hot Wheel sleeps with, 60% end up being wheelchairs, you know? What can I say? A patent. It's contagious. 35% of the women I sleep with already use wheelchairs to begin with.
And the other 5% sadly never regain consciousness. That's not a nice joke, right? It's worse than Bill Cosby. Have you heard the latest about Bill Cosby? He's gonna be doing a new show. First show out of jail. I don't know who's producing it. Who would host the show that?
Hey, dude. You. Shut your made the stage. Go ahead. We'll talk afterwards if you like.
It's just the doorway there. The stage. But anyway, Bill Cosby is starting. He has a new show that it's going to be called Wednesday that runs his things. Destroyed in there, Dad. I don't know, was the light at 8 or light at 10 or what? Because I wanted to be lighted 30 seconds before it was time to end. I don't want to end too soon, but I don't want to waste your time, your valuable time. All right, guys. What the fuck are you staring at? It's not polite staring with disabilities because now I'm nervous and now I forget my jokes. Meanwhile, I was hoping tonight I can make you repeat yourself. That way you know how I feel. Alright, thanks guys.
Big applause for Will Romano.
Will Romero.
Whoa, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. We're having a good time or what? Yeah. All right. It's a beautiful night to be here in America, right? Yeah. It's fucking wild out there, man. It's getting crazy out there, man. Tonight is being a weird fucking night for comedy, I must say it, all right? It's like mental illness with a fucking microphone. And nobody's addressing the motherfucking elephant. I was addressing the wheelchair halfway through, man. He was standing there for so long. After a while, I'm like, dude, I just wanna, I don't know. He's a little mean, but that's okay. That's okay, though. So it's a crazy time to be alive. It's a little wild out there, right? It's a little wild. You guys realize that anybody at this point could become president of the United States? Anyone. I will elect Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. I don't want him to be president. I just want to watch him debate. And halfway through the debate, he goes full on Pulp Fiction. And he pulls out a fucking gun. And he tells the opponent, do you read the Bible, motherfucker? There's a little passage I got memorized. Ezekiel 25:17. I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who try to poison and destroy my brothers, and you will know my name is Presidente de America. Because they gotta play identity politics, right? They gotta play identity politics. They have to get the Latinos to go to the ballot. No follow up to that one. This room is fucking creepy tonight, man. Monkeypox, click! I got a fucking recorder over here. Click! And he disappeared like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs, right? I don't know, man. It's a little wild out there. My IQ started dropping the other day by 2 points. I went to the movie theater and I was watching this movie called Cocaine Bear. I was watching the fucking movie and thinking, yeah, my IQ is dropping. However, it inspired me to do the Latino version of it. It's called Crack It Chupacabra. I already started writing down every character. Every character in the movie says the word somebody. Every character is a Latino character. Because that's how we say it, that's how Latinos were very passionate. It's always like somebody. They were saying that lions and tigers were dying from COVID-19. I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was curiosity that killed the fucking cat, I mean, that's important information for us here in New York because we got lions and tigers everywhere, right? Granted, we do have a lot of cougars. We have a few in the back. These guys think that they're at a fucking football game or something. They're like, yeah! Gotta address the elephant in the room. No, man, they were saying the lions and tigers were dying from COVID-19, right? And I'm thinking, wait a minute, curiosity kills a fucking cat. That's important information for us here in New York. Because if you take your significant other to Italia, aka Staten Island, and coincidentally you happen to encounter yourself with a lion, and the lion looks at you directly in the eyes, and they make that sound, and they make that... Look at me. I am the captain now. My first thought is, hey, are you vaccinated, Mr. Lion? Show me your vaccination card, Lion. I don't want to die from COVID-19 from a fucking lion in Staten Island. Speaking of vaccinations, everybody here got vaccinated? I know, I can tell. It just makes no sense to me, man. Just never, from the very beginning, it never made sense to me. The names, Johnson and Johnson, 2 names, 1 shot. Pfizer, 1 name, 4 shots. They should have called it Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good. Every Latino would have been vaccinated, right? Si es Goya, tiene que ser bueno. Anyway, a friend of mine the other day, he's like, how do you come up with all these stupid jokes? I'm like, dude, I smoke a lot of marijuana. I call it La Marijuana because that's what my grandmother used to call it. Every time I went out, she was like, Guillermo. That's my slave name. She was like, Guillermo, when you go out, don't ever smoke La Marijuana. You're gonna end up crazy like your Uncle Ruben. I was always polite. I'm like, thank you, Grandma. However, Uncle Ruben smokes el crack. This crowd sucks sometimes, That's a great joke, man. That joke is such a good response. They're like in their own little world. You notice that? Like, they're talking over there, they're talking over here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing in the back. They're just looking at me like,
Go to the next one, bro. Next one.
You're not helping.
Next one.
You're not helping. So like our great host, he said that I am from El Salvador. It is true, I am from El Salvador, aka the 4th Mexican country. According to the reality TV show called Fox and Friends. Remember that in 2018, Fox and Friends on national television, they addressed 3 Latin American countries as all Mexican countries. Every Latino was jumping up and down, like, oh my God, ay Dios mío, Fox and amigos, they are racist. I was like, relax, they're not racist, they are retarded. They're supposed to be journalists that don't know anything about geography. And we are way too many Latinos. Don't believe me? Let's go down the list. Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. Oh! The Bronx, LA, Freeport, Hanks. That's a lot of Mexican countries, motherfucker. I don't feel the same. I hope that it's just not alcohol what you're taking. I don't like blaming alcoholism on people, you know. I'm sober 9 months and I can see it clearly now, you know, when you can tell when somebody has issues, you know. It's all good, it's all good. I like you, I like you. I'm sorry I don't feel the same way. I'm sorry, I don't feel the same way. I would like to love you, but I got standards, you know what I mean? Oh, what a night. I love this crowd. Except her. I like you, I like you, I like you. You're all good. She's giving me the finger, like that's gonna hurt my feelings, you know? I'm a fucking comedian and I'm bombing tonight. Nothing hurts me more than this. I don't know if you have noticed that.
Yes, you are.
And this guy is trying to talk to me in Spanish.
Should
I leave you with one last joke? See, based on results? Now this is true. I've been doing comedy for about 4 years. I got recognized the other day at the supermarket. This lady tapped me on the shoulder, and I turned around and she said, "Yeah, I know you, I recognize you, I have seen you." A comedy. She's like, "No, you were in the movie Apocalypto." I was like, "Yeah, I was in a movie directed by Mel Gibson." She was like, "Oh, how could you work with that man?" I was like, "How could you watch movies by Roman Polanski and Woody Allen, lady? If you didn't figure that one out, how can I help you?" So, I don't know. I smoke a lot of weed. And sometimes you smoke la marijuana and you get some crazy fucking thoughts. Here's a thought. I don't know if you guys have ever realized one thing. When a country, a nation, an empire is about to collapse and go into complete fucking chaos, the people, not the elites, not the rich people, not the billionaire class, people like us, we get obsessed with felines. We get obsessed with fucking cats. You ever notice that? Think about it. Think about it. The Egyptians, they had cats all over the walls. They're no longer with us. The Roman Empire, they love lions and tigers at the Colosseum. They're no longer with us. The Maya, the Aztec in Mexico, they worship the jaguar. They made him their god. A 400-pound cat that can crush your fucking skull with a single bite. I know that because I watched the movie Apocalypto. America, we got Carol Baskin, Joe Exotic, Tiger King. It's not gonna be a follow-up to America. It's not gonna be a follow-up to that guy either. This is what I'm trying to say. The next time that you see a cat lady, we all know the cat lady, right? We all know the cat lady, right? Look at her straight in the fucking eyes and pull out a fucking gun. And tell her, "Do you read the Bible, motherfucker?" There's a little passage I got memorized. Ezekiel 25:17. And you leave them hanging, and you disappear like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs. That's my time. Thank you so much. You guys are doing great. Keep it going for you.
I am so proud and honored to be on the same stage with him. Let's bring up Bruce Lipsky. All right, Bruce!
Well, a little tired this morning. I got up at the crack of dawn, which is kind of weird because I always thought her name was Joyce. I don't know if anybody here has elderly parents. I have a 93-year-old dad. He called me up the other day. He said, "Bruce, guess what? They just opened up a new comedy club in my neighborhood." I said, "That's fantastic, Dad. What's it called?" He said, "Stand Up MRI." I said, "Did you check it out, Dad?" He said, "Yeah. Something weird. I don't think they ever close." I said, "Why?" He said, "The sign always says open MRI." And I worry about my dad. He was at the doctor recently getting his annual physical, and the doctor called me up and he said, "Mr. Lipsky, your father showed up to my office carrying a small chair." I said, "Did you ask him why?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "That was his stool sample." It kind of makes sense because lately he's been complaining of hard stools. I just hope I don't inherit his hard stool. But the doctor suggested that I get my father to the hospital to get some tests. So we're in the hospital, walking down the hallway. I put my arm around my dad and I said, "Dad, I got your back." He looks at me and said, "You got my back, how about taking my inflamed prostate?" So we get into the elevator, we're standing back over here, and all of a sudden this technician wheels in this machine with all these tubes and hoses. My father looks at me and says, "You're not going to hook me up to that machine today, are you?" The guy says, "I hope not for your sake, it's a carpet cleaner." I always try to take care of my parents. I like to take them out, and so I take them out to breakfast regularly. And their favorite place is called Friendly's. But there's never anything friendly about my parents when they go out. They're lukewarm at best. So we're sitting down, and my mother calls over the manager. She says, "Mister, it's bad enough my eggs are runny and my toast is burnt. But how come you don't serve coffee in those nice brown Friendly mugs anymore?" The manager said, "Later, we stopped doing it because people kept on stealing them." She goes, "Oh my, I can't believe it. That's a travesty. Only need one to complete my service." Now I have a mother with a mug shot for being a mug thief. And it was her anniversary coming up, so I figured I'd take him out to a nice fancy restaurant. So we go to the restaurant, and right away it's the same thing. My mother starts eating. She says, "Bruce, this soup is cold. It's disgusting. It's tasteless." I said, "Ma, that's the finger bowl." Then when she got her dinner, she started eating. She slammed down a fork and said, "This is the worst Greek salad I've ever eaten." I said, "Ma, I told you how many times not to order a Greek salad at a Chinese restaurant." I'm really worried I'm going to turn into my parents. I'm turning 68 years old. In the mirror the other day, I look like a rusted old 56 Buick. This body is totally shot out of alignment. My rear end is making funny sounds. My hose leaks. And my ball joints have all dried out. I said, "Oh, I better get Mako." Mako says, "Oh no, you better get." I got to my doctor and I said, "Doctor, I'm really sluggish." He said, "Go see Rocco, he's AARP certified." It used to be in my house, if I had a leak, I'd call my plumber. Now I call my urologist. And he's $50 cheaper. I remember back in the day, I used to go to Studio 54. Remember the famous discotheque? I used to go across the floor. I used to meet a nice hot chick over there. We'd go bust a move. Now, I'm afraid to take my wife dancing. I may bust a hip. My wife said to me the other day, she said, "Bruce, let's get down tonight." I said, "I don't mind getting down tonight, honey, but how the hell am I going to get up?" I'm starting to forget things. I swear my foam mattress has a better memory than I do. And my wife, the other day, she said to me, "Bruce, lately when I talk to you, you don't seem to be paying much attention to me. Do you have loss of hearing?" I said, "No, I got loss of listening." We just celebrated 35 years of wedded bliss. No, wedded blisters, because all these years she's been rubbing me the wrong way and I got the calluses to prove it. You know, they say that marriage is an institution, but so is Bellevue. You know, you obviously have to be committed to both. You know, it's hard to keep things going in the bedroom, so I decided we were going to do some role playing. I said, "You know, I'm going to be James Bondage." And she said she's going to be Dr. No Way. Yeah. And lately my bedroom's been like Watergate. Every time I want to do an investigation, she goes undercover. But I mentioned before it's hard to get old. You know, look at my hair. I'm kind of follicularly challenged up here. I started losing my hair at age 25. I used to part my hair. Now my hair's just departed. And I used to use a product to keep my hair stiff called Vitality. Things stiff, I depend on Cialis. Yeah, it's tough. And I used to be a photography buff. The only thing I'm developing are hemorrhoids. I just started an exercise program, but I only exercise late at night between the hours of 3 and 5 in the morning. I'm running sprints from the bedroom to the bathroom. My wife calls it my fleet of pee. Good news is I got my time down under 6 seconds. Unfortunately, I only can hold my pee for 4.2. It's tough. And I don't know if you can tell, but I got these things on the side of my eyes, these crow's feet. It's terrible. My doctor says my crow's feet are so bad they need orthotics. And this dermatologist, I said, I don't like him really too much. How would you feel about this? Walk into the dermatologist and the first thing he says to you, hey, give me some skin. Okay. I mentioned before that I like to exercise. My wife is a fitness. She takes something called goat yoga. You may have heard of this. This is when you're in a studio, you're laying on your back, and these horny, hairy creatures are running around. And some goats, too. And she says she finds it very therapeutic and relaxing, especially when the goat jumps on her back and licks her ears. I said, wait a second, I tried that last week. You slapped me and threw me out of the bedroom. And now you'll pay a goat to do it? She said, well, he has fresher breath and better technique. And before I met my wife, I used to date a lot.
Will Romero.
In fact, I had lots of dates. Now it's just prunes. But anyway, I actually dated a very famous TV weather person. I remember the first time we got intimate, it was like a bad winter forecast. She was predicting 10 to 12. All she got was 2 to 4. Now I know why they name hurricanes after women. But she is a lovely lady. She really tries hard. She'll spend it on the internet looking for a recipe. She'll spend another hour shopping and another hour cooking. And in 30 seconds, my son will say, you're cooking that shitty chicken again? She got so mad the other day. She said, Bruce, you think I'm running a 5-star restaurant in my house? I said, apparently you are, because every time you cook, I have reservations. And we had a party recently, and she served finger food. I said, honey, these finger foods are delicious, but next time, you gotta clip the nails. And I don't know if you know this, Richie, the research says as you get older, your skin gets thinner, which is kind of weird because after 30 years of marriage, I developed a much thicker skin. But she's into this organic stuff, my wife, so she sent me to the produce store to buy some organic fruits and vegetables. I get to the store, I'd never done this before, so I asked the produce manager, how can I tell which ones are organic? He said if they're half the size and twice the price, then they're... I said, I think I drive one of those, it's called a Prius. But she wanted organic kale. I never bought this stuff before, I don't even know what kale is. So I asked the guy, what is kale? He says, just think of kale as being lettuce's bitter cousin. I think I have one of those. She's 50 years old, been divorced 3 times. She must be kale. You know, things are tough. And also your mattress gets to be that point. Think about the last time you changed your mattress. You know, my wife went out and bought a $3,000 avocado mattress. She says she's going green. She's not going green, she's spending my green. She says it's organic and sustainable. Who wants organic in the bedroom? I want orgasmic. And after 3 weeks, it started smelling rotten. I'm talking about the mattress, not my wife. Okay. So anyway, I said, you know, I feel like I'm sleeping on a bed of guacamole. You know, what am I, a fajita? What's next, sour cream pillows? But the really tough part is, she got one of those Craftmatic adjustable beds. Don't piss your wife off before going to bed when you have one of those. We had an argument. I went to brush my teeth. I came back, the bed was in the shape of a V. I said, honey, I can't get into this bed. She said, that's not the only V you're not getting into tonight. I guess I'm not going to ring her Taco Bell. Yeah. I have one son. He's 27 years old now. Remember when he was 13 years old, I caught him playing with a deck of cards with naked women on it. I said, what kind of games do you play with that? He said, lots of solitaire. I guess that's the noises coming from rooms because he was playing with his other joystick, I guess. I don't know. But fast forward, he's 27 now. And I have a big vault in my house. And I opened it up the other night, and I caught my son in there. He was naked with his girlfriend. I said, what are you guys doing in there? He says, Dad, I'm following your advice. We're practicing safe sex. I said, I don't like this combination. I told him, our valuables belong in the safe. Your family jewels belong in your shorts. He's a good kid. But again, the family life is tough, things are, you got to keep things going. Marriage is a tough thing. But like I said, they try things going. I got my wife a present the other day. She got one of those Keurig coffee makers, very expensive one. Every morning she has 2 K-cups as a wake me up. Me every morning is a wake me up. I'd rather have 2 D-cups. There's something brewing over here. But to keep you know what I did? I hired a couple of strippers to come to the house. My wife went crazy when these guys showed up in these overall sexy looking guys. And they said to me, where would you like us to start pulling things off? I said, why don't you start in the bedroom and work your way down the hallway? They started taking things off, things got really steamy, and my wife was so happy. I said, that's where the old wallpaper is. And during this pandemic, my wife got hooked on Amazon. Anybody hooked on Amazon shopping over here? Everybody, exactly. We get so many packages, they just rezoned my front porch as a loading dock. Nassau County came in and gave me a permit. I feel like I'm living the dream of on the waterfront. I got so many boxes stacked up to the roof, I'm afraid to pull one down. It's like playing that game of Jenga for Giants. I'm going from the first floor to the second floor, back and forth. I'm like a delivery monkey. My wife calls me her Amazon primate. Yeah, that's right. All right. She even has vanity license plates. She has vanity license plates. Hers says A prime. Mine says A primate. And my birthday was coming up, so she said to me, Bruce, can I get you something special? I said, how about a forklift? And we get so many packages, the post office just issued us our own zip code. And we actually have valet parking for the FedEx guys. But my wife discovered something called Zappos. You know what Zappos is? That's the online shoe retailer. We had a wedding to go to. She ordered 37 pairs of shoes. The FedEx guy was parked out there so long, he got a ticket for loitering. He got his 10,000 steps going back and forth from the truck to my front porch. He just left all the shoes over there. I had to drag all the shoes into the house. I was exhausted afterwards. I told my wife, your shoes are killing me. I tell you, it's tough. It's tough. But it really worries me. The other day I saw her painting in the driveway. Big letters, reserved for UPS. I think she's having an affair with the UPS guy. Because every time he comes over, she's always bragging about how big his package is. With the backdoor delivery. What's that all about? I'm starting to wonder if my fulfillment center is lacking. I tell you, I know what Brown's doing for her, but what's he doing for me? But really, now she's into fantasy role play. She gave me a box, and in the box was brown shorts, construction boots, and a clipboard. Now, anytime I want to have sex, I got to sign for it. This is making my family life miserable. The only smiles in my house now are the ones in the cardboard boxes. But we do love doing things together. We love Broadway shows, nice dinners, the UPS guy. I tell you. Having a family, you got a lot of adjustments to make. Anybody have pets here? We had a cat for 23 years. And when this cat passed away, my wife decided she wants to get a dog. But she couldn't just get any dog. She got one of those designer dogs, spent $3,000 on this dog. She carries it around like a Gucci handbag. Except the Gucci handbag only costs $2,000. It doesn't even walk 6 times a day. And she dresses this dog in silk pajamas and a gold collar. And she's named him Fabio. Fabio. I don't call him Fabio, I call him Houdini. Because the 2 wags of his tail, he's made my sex life completely disappear. Now sex is just a grand illusion without the handcuffs. So you know how hard it is to perform in bed when there's a panting tongue, a wet nose, and the smell of bad breath, and a dog? And this dog is completely taken over my bedroom. Lays on my side of the bed on my pillow next to my wife, snoring and farting. What do you think I've been doing for the last 35 years? I'm starting to wonder who the man of the house is now. I'm afraid to kick him out of the bed. I may get bitten, scratched, and growled at by my wife. And this dog has restless leg syndrome. I never heard of a dog with restless leg syndrome. All night long, his legs are going like this. I don't know if he's dreaming about kicking me out of the bedroom. And the other day, this big van pulled up to my house called the Rough Life, R-U-F-F. It's a mobile grooming van. $150 for a spa treatment. Okay, haircut, nose and paw moisturizer, blueberry facial. I said, what does he need this for? He's rubbing his face in crap all day and sniffing other dogs' asses. That's his spa treatment. For the $150, I should be getting that. You know, I need a pet rescue, I think. But the way she treats this dog, she feeds him the science diet. Me, she feeds the science fiction diet. Spaghetti and meatballs. You know, all I know is the more canned food she serves me, the more time I spend in the can. But again, dogs are great, the pets are great, but the way she goes overboard with this dog, the dog just had his physical. His cholesterol's 37 points below mine. He's not walking around with pre-diabetes. But I guess the good news is we both tested negative for fleas. And recently my wife had to go for a PET scan and a CAT scan. She had some medical issues. So when we got to the vet, doctor, I asked him, what are you checking for fleas next? And he said, well, you know, we got to go through these tests. And I said, while you're at it, why don't you check it for distemper? And she said to the doctor, why don't you check him for my foot and his mouth disease? And my father was a philosopher. He always used to say, Bruce, you should always put your best foot forward. Who knew my best foot out and my other best foot forward in my mouth? Thank you very much. My name is Bruce Lipsky. I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Good job, Bruce. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't go down. I'm not going down. You stay. All right. I got to tell you guys. Bruce, what's your website?
BruceComedy.com.
Go to that website and you will see there's so much that Bruce has done, and I am so proud to be with Bruce. It's really, after 60 years of friendship, this is the guy that you want to see. I love this guy. Can we bring all the comedians up to the stage? Have all those comedians that are here? Guys, anyone else here? Come back up to the stage.
Take a bow.
I see him. Come up, man. Come on up, guys. Let's get one more. Thank you, everybody. Come on. Let's get them up.
Hey, what's up there? Guys, again, thank you very much to your waitress. I want to thank all the comedians. You guys are just hilarious. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyone else? Okay, I'm Arnie Price.
At YouTube, Arnie Price Comedian. Guys, thank you very much, guys. Have a good night. Thank you. We're going to be in the hallway if you want to meet us, and take a picture with us, autograph.